Welcome to It's the Muppet Show podcast. I'm Heather.
I'm Jason.
Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 13, with our very special guest star, Bruce Forsyth.
Ooh.
Yeah. Originally airing in New York on December 6th, 1976.
Yeah. 2 back-to-back sirs.
Yes. And he was a commander of the British Empire.
Ooh.
Which is fancy.
Not a MBE, but a CBE.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And so he was an officer of the British Empire, and then he was a commander of the British Empire, and then he was knighted. He was a well-liked gentleman.
Absolutely. So probably best known in Britain around this time. He had a bit on Sunday night at the London Palladium, which was a very popular TV show in Britain, obviously. Was in Bedknobs and Broomsticks,
Which I definitely remember him from.
But he's been performing since the age of 14.
Jeez.
When he was known as Boy Bruce, the Mighty Atom.
The Mighty Atom, like ATOM?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And he had a song, dance, and accordion act.
Yeah, he was just that like all around like almost vaudevillian comedian, dancer, etc., etc. I like that he had a run as a like game show host.
Yeah.
He's like, you just see that face and you're like, yeah, game show host.
He
in the best way possible.
Right. He was the host on British game shows that we would know here in America, like The Price is Right, You Bet, like a Card Sharks equivalent.
Mm-hmm. I want to know more about Strictly Come Dancing, because I feel like that'd be good.
I'm assuming it was like a dancing show.
I hope so.
A British dancing show, yeah. In 2012, Guinness World Record recognized him for having the longest television career for any male entertainer.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think he works really good with the Muppets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Let's see how well he works with the Muppets.
Let's
Let's fire this up. Woo-hoo! Everyone's looking good. It's the Muppet Show. Kermit looks nice and green.
He's recovered well.
Yeah. After the last episode, Kermit's recentered, just like all of us.
Feels good. You can't help but feel good around Bruce Forsyth.
Yep.
Got Fozzie, a little bouncy comedy.
I've got a question. Does a little Polish joke for us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna if you want to see it, you can. If you want to hear that Polish joke, you can watch the episode yourself. I'm not gonna repeat it.
All right.
Yay,
Where's his
Bruce
mom?
Forsyth.
Little piggy snuggle.
Yep. The girl Muppets are very much attracted to him.
So during this episode, Piggy and Bruce kind of develop a relationship that spans decades.
Oh, wonderful.
She appeared on one of his shows, Bruce's Guest Night, and they both sang together. And then she recorded him a happy birthday message on his 80th birthday. That was televised.
That's very nice.
Yeah, they go way back.
Gonzo breaks the O this time, just smashes it like a pane of glass. So Kermit introduces Bruce.
As the one-man variety show that he is.
Yes. But before we get to Bruce, he introduces our first act.
The Snurfs?
Am I saying that right? Snurfs. And the Snurfs, they kind of look like...
The little trumpet-faced?
Yeah, he's the trumpet-faced Muppet.
But they're little pom-pom feet. Most of the puppetry is in the feet as opposed to the rest of the body. And the song is a banger.
Yeah, the song is In a Little Spanish Town. And this time it is performed by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. So you can't beat that. So they actually performed this number with Herb Alpert on a 1974 variety show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did they use these same Muppets? Or was it
same thing.
Same whole thing?
Same
that's great.
Bit. Yeah.
I like the puppetry behind these particular types of Muppets, where it's like a lot in the body as opposed to just the talking.
Right.
They start doing some
They start doing some camera tricks. Even more, they split the screen and double the Muppets at some point. And I guess this song actually has lyrics. This is instrumental. Rosemary Clooney did a version with lyrics. Dean Martin. Oh, it appeared in an episode of I Love Lucy. But this is a great version of it. Yep. I love it, like you just said. I love the color. I love the Technicolor.
Yeah, it's super vibrant.
Day-glow colored. What does Statler and Waldorf have to say about that?
Waldorf said something to the effect of, that's that's the best thing I've ever seen. And Statler's like, great, can we leave?
Oh, yeah,
I just completely ruined that joke, by the way.
No, it wasn't a good joke anyways. So backstage here, we have a duck approaching Kermit, excited that she finally figured out a punchline to her act. And it's quack. When Kermit doesn't respond.
She wanders off.
Yeah.
Fozzie comes in. He's got a new plan to take on Statler and Waldorf, so he's like tough and can handle hecklers.
Absolutely.
So he asks Kermit to run him through it so he can see how good Fozzie's got.
Yeah, put him through a little confidence course, kind of. And Fozzie doesn't respond well to it. He's crushed by Kermit's very enthusiastic and cutting heckling. I mean, Kermit's no punk here as far as he's been in the show business game a long time. I love how animated he gets. He's throwing his arms around. Awesome. Is this an example of your razor-like wit? Kermit asks Fozzie.
As Fozzie cowers and clutches him. All right, back to the stage.
And this is Kermit introducing Bruce for his first act.
Now he is a song and dance man, so he's going to give us a little dance show.
Oh my god. Okay, can you describe the set, first of all?
Technicolor, again,
Yep.
with these like big swirly pink lattice things.
It's very minimal.
Yeah. Black screen because they're, again, using that puppetry that's full body where they're, like, the Muppeteers are physically standing behind the puppet to move it around.
We got a polka-dotted Technicolor floor and the appearance of a puppet known as the Gawky Bird.
Which is taller than Bruce, who looks like
is.
he's probably fairly tall to begin with.
And when we were rewatching these episodes, he's singing to the song, singing the song and dancing to the song. All I Need Is the Girl, which is from the Sondheim musical Gypsy. It's a song about a man needing a dancing partner, basically. And it was from the 1959 Broadway musical. But yeah, getting back to Bruce dancing and pulling on the Gawky Bird at this point, trying to get the bird off the stage, out of his number.
Yep.
This is when I knew I liked Bruce Forsyth.
The body language, everything about this little exchange between them is really cool.
Yeah, the interaction between the bird, he's like, come on. He's tugging on its beak. Wow,
It is almost twice as tall as him.
That is a tall Muppet. Wow.
I wonder if it's marionette style, like if they're up
maybe.
in the rafters as well.
Oh, probably to pull the neck up.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's doing a nice little...
Goes back to his little lively dance number,
Yeah.
and the bird is creeping up on him because she's very interested.
Right. Wow.
He's a good dancer.
Yep. Oh, earlier when he was talking to the bird, he was like, oh, well, I hope this bird isn't female. I hope it's... Oh.
Because it's everything, like he just needs the girl. And
Yep.
the bird ends up being the girl.
Right. I also like how he remarked that when he first saw the bird, he's like, oh, I think I may have taken some pills.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
kinda
have
fun.
to stop taking those pills.
Oh, that's what I have to stop.
He already has taken the pills.
Yeah. Wow. There's some amazing puppetry going on. He's spinning the neck of the Gawky Bird around. Oh my god.
And not once except for when intentional, has that giant beak hit Bruce.
Yeah. Yep. It's a great tune too. I think I'm starting to like show tunes and musicals more.
You kind of need that with the Muppets. A lot of these people are Broadway.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the pergola you want.
It is
for
the
the garden.
pergola. You're right. It's true. So we have multiple Gawky Birds showing up at the end, and he screams out, Mr. Hitchcock, Mr. Hitchcock.
Yes.
In reference to the birds, obviously. What a great...
Yeah, Statler and Waldorf were rightfully saying not many people could hold a candle to Bruce Forsyth.
what a great number, too, right? I totally agree with them.
Okay, Fozzie's back with Kermit to talking about how he's mastered the hecklers.
Yep, this time he's confident this time. He makes an Eggs Benedict joke.
Eggs Benedict is a mafia gangster. Like, that would actually be a really good mafia gangster name.
But this time when Kermit doesn't respond the way he wants, Fozzie clubs him with a rubber chicken, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love a
one way to
good
deal
rubber
with it.
chicken bit.
Now we're over to the dance.
We're at the dance.
Oh, Janice and Sue are really snuggling.
Yep. But they make the Kipling joke again. Where they're
interesting.
like,
They went
oh, I
back to
want a
it.
kipple. They have that joke twice. And they're like, oh, do you like Franklin's? I don't know, I've never Frankled before. So they kind of reuse that bit. And the final punchline is a very fancy Muppet asks his partner, "Do you mind if I light up?" And then he indeed lights up.
Yes. As
Spoiler.
in lots of... He doesn't explode at the end.
No, but he lights up with Christmas lights,
All
which
right,
is
now
awesome.
we're over to
The UK spot this
not
time.
featuring Rolf.
Not featuring Rolf, but featuring the Gogolala Jubilee Jug Band, some of our favorites.
In that nice barn.
Yep, that's that same kind of grain silo looking barn. I love it. Right. And they're singing a very disturbing song.
Oh my god, the weird everyone.
I'm my
related.
own grandpa.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's catchy.
It
is
is.
a catchy song.
There's a lot of step modifiers.
Yeah.
And at the end, he becomes his own grandfather. It's about, okay, here, I had to write it down.
Thank you.
It's an unlikely but legal combination of marriages. He becomes a stepfather to his own stepmother. And he drops the step modifiers to become his own grandfather.
Yeah. So he marries this woman, and then his father marries that woman's daughter.
Right.
And that's where you get all the craziness.
But obviously this is in the tradition of Muppets loving, wordplay and parody pun songs, really. This song came out in 1947. Dwight Latham and Mo Jaffe.
They all just ran away. All right, talk spot. FaceTime with Kermit.
Love a good talk spot.
It's a smile. That's a game show smile. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you can really... and he's got a really nice suit and a nice turquoise tie. Yeah.
And the chin.
Wow, strong performer's chin there.
Yeah.
Bruce is like, okay, I can buy the fact that you're a talking frog. And he can even buy the fact that there's a chicken sharing his dressing room. But Kermit is like, no, you can't buy the chicken in your dressing room. She's not for sale. Her husband plays in the band. But Bruce is like, that's not what I mean, but I actually want to lease a duck. And he tries to lease a duck. He basically is doing farmyard bartering here, where he leases a duck for a pig and a rat, and he gets change in a woodpecker. These are great puppets.
Just grabbed him the duck by the neck.
He really did.
He doesn't quite know how to physically interact with the Muppets as well.
Yeah, he's petting that duck maniacally. Jeez.
I feel like I looked it up. I don't think that there was any crossover, but I feel like he would have been a good Monty Python buddy.
Right.
Who would, but I think they were friends, but he didn't actually work with them.
Yep. And Piggy is. Bruce made a couple pig jokes, and
now they're physically fighting.
Piggy and Bruce were just fighting, and Bruce's move was very street level fighting, where he puts his two fingers in Piggy's snout and face rakes her.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Rakes her.
Face rake. Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy. Oh my god.
All right, now Fozzie's back to the heckling subplot.
Yeah, he's still trying to toughen his skin up for Statler and Waldorf. And Kermit's like, you know what? Tonight, I guarantee they will not bother you. And Fozzie's like, why? He's like, because the show's running long, and you're not getting a bit tonight. Oh my god.
Wow. Brutal.
Cold-blooded.
Cute feint.
Yeah, the duck chimes in.
Yep, with the season-wide.
Right.
Yeah. Muppet-wide joke.
Right.
Cute joke.
Cute joke.
Wayne and Wanda.
Yeah, we cut quickly here to Wayne and Wanda, where they are performing Trees, which is a poem by Joyce Kimler, set to music here. We'll see Trees performed again in a later episode of The Muppet Show.
15 seconds.
15 seconds for Wayne and Wanda. Boom. Again, backstage. And Fozzie is like, he's begging to have his act put back on the show.
You can't do that. People expect a stand-up comedian in a variety show.
That's right. And Kermit is like, yeah, we got one. Bruce Forsyth. Again. Wow. And Gonzo follows up with the...
Cute fall.
Yeah, Kermit breaks the news to the audience. Tonight we're going to give Fozzie Bear a rest. Statler and Waldorf are like, yeah, no, you're actually giving the audience a rest.
Yep.
And Bruce comes out in this swag pimp suit. How can you just give me a brief
we have the
description?
Baby blue ruffle tuxedo shirt.
Yep.
Topped with a velvet, almost stained glass looking deep blue blazer.
Absolutely.
Jacket. Evening smoking jacket.
Yeah, don't sleep on that medallion he's wearing either.
Oh, I actually missed it. So he takes on.
You see the medallion? Wow.
That's nice. He
So
takes
now-
on Statler and Waldorf.
Absolutely. And he is putting them to shame. Some great one-liners here about their age.
Yep.
He's age shaming them. He makes a wife joke. And he's like, oh, you're burying me. You're burying me. Oh, I love it.
And then he goes into the British versus U.S. differences. Upstairs, downstairs.
Oh, different TV shows. The difference in culture, basically, as it relates to television programming. It's
And
not
then
bad.
Yeah, and then we send them Columbo, which I don't think anybody should be upset about.
No, he's thankful for all
Thank
that
you.
stuff. Makes a Kojak bald joke.
Yeah, by the way, thank you for Kojak.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So he's basically his head's like a bowling ball.
Which is true.
Yep.
Oh, and then he makes the joke about sticking fingers in his nose.
Yeah, which he's very
he just
familiar
did.
with. As he is, like I said, street level attack on Piggy. So Fozzie tries to sidle out onto Bruce's act here and get involved. And Bruce is a very generous performer and lets Fozzie step in, right? And Fozzie starts working on him, and at one point, Fozzie has Statler and Waldorf on the rope, and Bruce is like, just go for the jugular, go for the jugular. And he does that, but then he starts getting a little carried away. He starts going too far.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, and I love it. He's like, oh, you gotta pace it out. You gotta pace it out. Don't lose your audience. Mm-hmm. So he's a good, he's a good coach to Fozzie for sure. And they're kind of tag teaming on Statler and Waldorf now, going for the kill.
Oh, I don't actually get that last one.
They're-
Call that an audience? It looks like an oil painting because they're not doing anything. Like
guess
it's actually
so,
more of an
yeah.
insult to him.
Right. So at the end of the bit, Statler and Waldorf finally wave the white flag, which is great, and Fozzie is ecstatic. Saying it's the happiest he's ever been, finally learning from a pro, working side by side with one of the best. And Bruce is such a pimp. He's like, you even learned how to trigger in the musical number, which indeed they go into a musical number here.
Which I think that's a good musical number for Fozzie. I feel like it's really in his range.
It is.
It's very moving right along.
Right. It's the song Side by Side, which they are right now, which was a 1927 song by Harry M. Woods, best known by being recorded by recording artist K-Star.
Rawr.
Veterinarian's Hospital. And
Yeah, that's
right
late.
off the bat, Piggy was again huffing on the funny gas
Yep.
there. Pretty crazy.
We got pills, we got funny gas,
Yeah.
we got a sick chicken.
No, this is the duck from
duck.
the backstage number.
But Rolf keeps calling it a chicken.
Well, that's the bit.
Yep.
Yeah, basically the punchline is everyone keeps calling the duck a chicken, but the duck keeps saying duck, and everyone's ducking. Dr. Bob doesn't fall for it the last time, and the huge operating lamp finally falls on his head. I love Veterinarian's Hospital,
Yeah,
though.
it will
That's
always
so-
be one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay, here's the punchline. What kind of doctor do you think I am?
Quack.
Quack.
That's the duck had been working on that all episode.
Yeah, and it really worked.
It really
That
did
was
land.
well done.
We'll be seeing this duck again.
All right, let's get over to the piano.
Oh my god, this is great here, right?
Yeah, Piggy got a good song in here.
Yep. Let There Be Love, 1940 song.
Oh, she's got her nice sparkly shoes on.
Yep.
She looks great.
Really simple set with a pink, almost purplish pink background.
Fuchsia.
Thank you. So, like a lot of songs, this is kind of like a standard. Tons of different cover versions. Nat King Cole probably is the most notable cover of this. And it just shows how well-rounded Bruce is, right? I mean,
That was
great.
cute. Let there be birds. Small ones, okay? I think this is one of the more well-written ones because almost every skit references another section. It's really tied together.
right. They're definitely showing, like, cohesion.
Yeah, they're not
in
just like
episode.
tossing the skits together. Like
Right.
even the ones where Bruce isn't in them, like they're still tied together.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Nope, here comes the
Pig chorus.
man pig chorus.
Yeah, I don't see Link Heartthrob yet.
Nope. No, he dances with her at the...
No,
Or is
that's Strange Pork.
That is Strange Pork. Yeah, we've not seen him yet.
No Link Heartthrob yet.
Does he come in when Pigs in Space comes in?
Probably, yeah. But yeah, great tune. Pretty straightforward. Outside the little one-liners, it's kind of like a little nightclubby act. These creeper pig background vocalists looking on.
I feel like
They're not being that creepy. They're just kind of...
Sometimes Bruce does these like weird faces where he also could have been a pretty good villain. And I don't know if he played a villain all that much.
Interesting. Good point. Which brings
Comedic villain.
Right. And that brings us to the end of the episode. What a nice ending. Bruce is a gentleman and says Kermit's been a wonderful MC. Fozzie makes a dumb MC squared joke and it just won't stop. Bruce is like, hey, a little humility here, Fozzie.
He created a monster.
Yeah.
And then it goes the other way, where Fozzie immediately starts begging for forgiveness. Oh my god, I like that he does Kermit arms.
Oh yeah,
he just does like spazzy Kermit arms at the end.
We got some Bruce Forsyth Kermit arm waving. Yay! You gotta love that. Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. So what'd you think of this episode?
I think it was
sleeper,
great.
You know?
We watched it a while ago, and I was like, it's kind of a dud, and then watched it again, like, oh my gosh, no, it's great. Everything about it is fantastic, and Bruce is great.
Yeah, everything worked for me on this one, for sure. So who do we have up next?
Next, we have Sandy Duncan.
Wow, yeah, that's going to be great. Really looking forward to that one.
Absolutely.
But until then, thank you for joining us. For more It's the Muppet Show podcast, check us out at itsthemuppetshowpodcast.com. You can also listen and watch along to full clips with us on YouTube at /It's the Muppet Show Podcast. Or you can like and subscribe if you want.
Like and subscribe.
What else? You can hear us on all major podcast providers where you can follow along and give us a rating. Yeah. Subscribe there too if you want.
Sure. You can email us if you have thoughts to share. TheMuppetShowPodcast@gmail.com.
See you next time.
Bye.
Yay.